Hi there, my name is Dr. Michelle Tom, and I'm here today to talk to you about building healthy eating habits in young children. The learning objectives for this topic includes understanding the benefits of teaching healthy eating to your child, knowing what a balanced meal looks like, and learning ways to encourage your young one to eat healthy meals. So, why should a parent teach their child how to eat healthy? What does it mean to have good nutrition? It means that your intake, or what you put into your body, is able to support your body's energy needs. When a child is young, around the first 5 to 6 years, there is more demand for nutrients and energy to support a fast-growing body and brain. An unhealthy diet increases the risk of obesity as well as numerous health problems, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Research has shown that children who eat a well-balanced diet and exercise regularly are more likely to do better in school, feel better about themselves, cope with stress, and handle their emotions better. When you start eating health habits early, it is more likely you will turn into an adult with healthy eating habits. As a parent or caregiver, you can play an important role in shaping your child's eating habits. Before we get talking about how to shape the way your child eats, let's talk about what a healthy, well-balanced meal looks like. This image was borrowed from Harvard School of Public Health, and it shows the different items that are important for a well-balanced meal. Let's break it down. Vegetables. The more veggies and the more variety, the better. Try to use a colorful variety. Fruits. The same goes with fruits. The more colors, the better. Any fruit or 100% fruit juice counts. Fruit can be fresh, canned, frozen, or dried. They may be whole, cut up, or pureed. If you do decide to provide your child with fruit juice, limit it to no more than 4 ounces of juice per day for children ages 1 to 3, and 4 to 6 ounces a day for children ages 4 to 6. Whole grains and the foods that are made with them. The less processed, the better. Whole grains have a gentler effect on blood sugar than processed grains. Whole grains include whole wheat, brown rice, oatmeal, and quinoa. You can provide your children with whole grain pasta or 100% whole wheat bread. Healthy protein. Choose low fat or lean proteins, lean meats and poultry. Choose beans and peas, nuts and seeds, and other plant-based healthy protein options as well. Try to limit the amount of red meat, such as beef, pork, lamb, and processed meats like bacon, deli meats, hot dogs, and sausages. Healthy oils. Use healthy oils from plants like EVOO or extra virgin olive oil, canola, corn, sunflower, and peanut oil. You can cook with them or put them on salads and vegetables. You can even leave them on the side and have them as a dip. Try to limit butter to occasional use though. Dairy. Choose unflavored milk, plain yogurt, small amounts of cheese, and other unsweetened dairy foods. Milk and other dairies are a convenient source of calcium and vitamin D. However, the optimal intake of dairy products has yet to be determined, and research is still developing. For children consuming little or no dairy, do ask your pediatrician about possible calcium and vitamin D supplementation. Water. Water is the best option for quenching thirst. Avoid sugary drinks like soda, fruit drinks, sport drinks, which provides a lot of calories and virtually no other nutrients. Over time, drinking sugary drinks can lead to weight gain and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart rates, and heart disease, and other problems. Physical activity. Children and adolescents should aim for at least an hour of physical activity per day. No need for fancy equipment or a gym. Just take your child to the nearest park and let them run around in the playground for an hour or so. Simple as that. How to get your child to eat healthy? Get them involved. Go to a grocery store with your child. Getting kids into the store can get them more excited about meals and snacks to come because they will have some input. Give them choices like Do you want to buy red apples or green apples? The sense of pride they get from helping pick a vegetable may increase their willingness to eat it. Or make a game out of picking different colors of fruits and vegetables. Get me the green broccoli. How about the yellow and red peppers? Where's the orange carrots? Then talk about the dishes you can make in the coming week using your rainbow of produce. Let your child help you cook. Kids of every age can help out in the kitchen. Kids can participate in age-appropriate kitchen responsibilities like mixing ingredients, washing fruits and veggies, or peeling vegetables. Your kindergartner may not be able to chop vegetables, but they sure can tear up lettuce for a salad or put bread in the basket. Your 9 or 10-year-old can stir sauces or measure out ingredients. Another way to shape healthy eating patterns is to provide healthy options for snacks. You decide what food will be available in your house. Keep the kitchen stocked with a variety of healthy foods and snacks. Kids will eat what you make available. Keep healthy snacks on the lower, easier to reach shelves so that when they're younger, they can just grab whatever they want. For a balanced snack, choose a protein, which includes dairy foods, a fruit or vegetable, and a grain or starchy vegetable. These are examples of some snack combinations. Ants on a log, celery, peanut butter, and raisins, carrots and hummus, pear slices and cheese, berries and milk, or you can even blend it up into a milkshake, pineapple and Greek yogurt, apple slices and almonds. The possibilities are endless. Feel free to mix and match, or better yet, involve your child in the mixing and matching. There are other things you can do to help your child make healthy food choices. They include avoiding bribes, not demonizing or forbidding specific foods, teaching mindful eating, being an example for your child. Avoid bribes. It can be tempting to say, no TV, no games, no dessert unless you eat dinner. But this practice can actually cause problems with a child's relationship with food. If your child doesn't want to eat because they don't like what is being served, you can let them know that what is being served is served and that a snack will be available in an hour or so. It might also be helpful to include a safe food or food that you know that your child likes with each meal. This can make them more willing to try other foods. Don't demonize foods. Labeling a food as forbidden sends the message that these foods are different or special in some ways. Just because you don't have any forbidden food in your home, it doesn't mean that your child won't have access to it elsewhere, such as school or a friend's house. When you make a food entirely off limits, you risk making your child more interested in food, and then they're likely to overindulge in it whenever they get the chance. Instead, take a balanced approach to encouraging smaller portions and healthier treats. Avoid talking about food as being good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, clean or junky, things like that. There's no need to comment on the amount of child your food eats either, whether it's more or less than what you expected. Your child may eat everything on their plate one day and then eat 2 carrots and say they're done the next. This is perfectly normal behavior for any of us, from a growing grade schooler to an adult. Our appetites change day to day, and this is especially true when kids go through periods of more intense or slower growth. Mindful eating. Mindful eating is a practice that helps children develop a deeper connection with food and encourages children to focus on the present. It helps children recognize feelings of hunger and fullness. When you take time to enjoy the tastes, textures, and sensations of food, you begin to really appreciate the experience. Encourage your children to use the 5 senses: seeing, feeling, hearing, smelling, and tasting. For example, when you give your child an apple, you can say, "Look at this pretty red color. What does the apple feel like? Is it hard or soft? When you squeeze it, does it make a sound? What do you think it smells like?" Then have them take a small, mindful bite. Before you chew, what is the first thing that you taste? Is it sweet or salty? As they start to chew, you can say, "Chew slowly, but before you swallow, think about the change in texture, flavor, and sounds. Does it change the longer you chew?" This sets the tone for analyzing and appreciating food, which also helps lessen the chances of overeating. When kids are eating, they're already accustomed to noticing and enjoying the flavors of textures of each bite, and they're likely to eat more slowly and recognize when they're full. And finally, you can model good eating habits to encourage your little one. Your children are always watching and listening to you, learning about life and how to be human. They watch you eat and store this information in their brain, which later affects their behavior. Let them see you choose healthy meals and snacks. Let them hear you talk about healthy foods. They will imitate what they see in you. Minimize talking about diet if you do diet. Avoid commenting on your own or anyone else's body. Try not to comment on the amount of food that you or anyone else eats at the table either. And that brings me to the end of my talk. Thank you for listening in, and I hope you picked up a thing or two about how to build healthy habits, healthy eating habits in your child. Bye-bye now.